A new Wario Land, Star Fox, and we find out who the next Smash fighter is. We check out this leak.
Blocked content.
Hello, this video is for good boys and girls.
What's happening, my Block buddies, and welcome to a brand new episode of Block Content's Leak Speak. My name is Callum, and this is going to be your content for today. Just a tiny heads up, today is the Rise of Skywalker's premiere, the new Star Wars movie, the final chapter in the Skywalker saga. Some of you guys in the chat are super into that kind of stuff, so I actually just saw it through a press screening, and I will be doing my review on it really soon on this channel in just a few hours. So if you are excited about that, please stay tuned, subscribe, ring the bell, because my review will be full of information about non-spoiler stuff and even some spoilery stuff if you want to know that. So Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, well, we don't know anything about the fifth fighter as of yet. Everybody hoped that we could have gotten a great reveal at the Game Awards. This didn't happen. Nothing actually happened. And in the wake of that, there's been so much information that popped up over the course of this past week that really, everybody's been going crazy about, because is this happening soon? What does it mean that a character wasn't revealed at the Game Awards, that no big Nintendo news has been revealed? Does that actually mean that there's a lot more stuff coming, right? Does it actually mean they were holding content back for a Nintendo Direct that's scheduled soon? As we know, almost every single year, except last year, we get a January Nintendo Direct. So that might be coming next month. Yes, next month it is already January, which is super crazy, but we might be able to get a Nintendo Direct this month too, because maybe the next one would be in February or March or something like that. So that is an extremely interesting insight, because it could also mean, all that content that they did not show, is what a lot of you guys have been saying, could be shown off in that Nintendo Direct. So the other Fighter Pass character, and of course other Nintendo content as well. More information on Breath of the Wild, and maybe even a sequel to Odyssey or something like that. So I've really been thinking about that a lot, and lo and behold, a leak like this pops up, something that makes us speculate about the Nintendo Direct that's coming, and they actually say that this is for January, so a massive Nintendo Direct coming for early next month. So I'm really excited about that, and I will dive into every single detail of that supposed leak, right? Here's something special, because a lot of you guys asked for it. Well, we're having a show called Question Blocked, where I answer all the fan questions that you want. So send an email to me at blockedcontentmail@gmail.com about anything, Smash Fighters, your favorite game, or maybe even how to make videos for YouTube, anything you can think of, blockedcontentmail@gmail.com, and I will answer it in one of our next episodes. And for those of you guys who like giveaways, we are giving away a Piranha Plant plushie and this beautiful What's Happening My Block Buddies t-shirt before the year ends. That's right, we're not sticking to our subscriber theory, we're just giving them away because it's about time, and we lost a lot of subscribers due to YouTube's internal system, so I really feel like you guys just deserve this, and that YouTube stuff is really difficult, right? Alright, guys, let's head right on into this leak. So it actually talks about a lot of things. It says Nintendo Direct, massive Nintendo Direct coming early next month. So yes, January, right? That is when we mostly get Nintendo Directs. The Direct kicks off with a new Star Fox trailer. The trailer showcases a Star Fox 2-like RTS mode, where you send pilots across maps and switch between them at will. Friendly AI is far more sophisticated and can accomplish tasks without you. A classic Star Fox mode is included as well, and Star Fox Zero is packaged in. Wario Land Switch, not much to say other than it's basically a sequel to Shake It. Super Mario Strikers, so no other information next to that, Fire Emblem 4 remake, and then Final Fantasy V remake made in the style of the 3 and 4 remakes, not like what they're doing with 7. Yeah, right, something super huge they're probably not gonna do for 5, right? Smash trailer, and it just says, it's Professor Layton. So incredible, really big drop right there, and no additional information said. Pikmin 3 port confirmed, so that's going to make our boy Arlo very happy. New Pikmin spin-off, and it's called Pikmin Park, confirmed. In it, you use resources to build paradises for Pikmin in all sorts of different environments in order to study their behavior in the wild. Sin and Punishment 3, don't know what this is, but it looks like as visually probably some indie game or something. No More Heroes 3, some new plot details unearthed regarding Travis's role in the plot. Jean, Henry, Shinobu, Margaret Moonlight, Captain Vladimir, and Batgirl are all playable characters. Margaret is confirmed a lesbian. Very interesting. Button Kaitos 3, new open world game featuring characters with wings that can fly. Combat is turn-based with cards. Nintendo Sports, it's a Wii Sports but new and improved, which will feature free periodic updates with new sports. Swordplay is back. Bayonetta 3 coming 2020, so no word on a trailer or anything. Breath of the Wild 2 coming 2020, and the world map has split open, revealing a dark and vicious underground. New and more powerful bosses roam the earth. Dungeons are now more complex and difficult than the original. Alright guys, there's so much information here, and off the top I just have to say, of course this is not confirmed at all, this is rightly just a rumor, and to me it feels like a lot of this stuff is either too good to be true or not good enough to be true, right? Some stuff is just really weird and uninteresting. I'll definitely have to say like a Pikmin 3 port to me feels like not the right time right now. I mean, it's been too long, and a spin-off game called Pikmin Park does sound really cool as like some sort of mobile game or a companion game. So the idea to kind of, work with your Pikmin in a much different way than just giving them tasks, but just, play with them, I think is a really great idea. But the idea of a Pikmin 3 port, that time has definitely passed. And I really echo Arlo's thoughts on this. I definitely feel the same. So the idea of a new Star Fox is interesting. Definitely an RTS mode would fit the Star Fox universe pretty well. And if you switch between them and then have like a first person or third person view, I think that'd be super great. So I do believe that a Star Fox game for Switch would be really great. I think that there's a lot of things you can do with like gyro controls or taking it on the go, everything like that. And even a Zero packaged in there, port for the Switch, I think would be interesting. But I just don't think that any Star Fox game anytime soon is happening. I think they really cashed in big for that reboot in Star Fox Zero, and that didn't pay off. People really didn't like that game. It wasn't all that great. I played it and I was super bored with it. So yeah, definitely don't think that that's happening anytime soon. They want to go back to the drawing board for Star Fox, I think. Now, Wario Land Switch, that idea is really interesting. So not shake it, but maybe switch it or something like that. I love the art style in Wario Land Shake It, and I definitely hope that that returns. But also, yeah, a little bit more traditional Wario Land, right? Because I really like, the shoulder bashing, crazy platforming stuff and transforming and everything. And I definitely think that we need Wario Land at a time like this, right? So Super Mario Strikers, it really feels like this could be two games packed into one or some sort of remake. But I wish that it was something new, right? And even include new characters like Rosalina into the fold with her crazy new superpowers. I think that would be really awesome. I definitely think that Mario Strikers is one of the more interesting Mario spin-off games, just because the art style is a little bit different, the costumes are a little bit different, and the animation has so much life to it. I really wish that it would make a return. I love playing the games on Wii. I think there's one on GameCube too, and we played that pretty religiously back then too. So a Fire Emblem 4 remake, more Final Fantasy remake stuff. Then there's a Smash trailer with Professor Layton. Well, do I think that Layton is possible? I think that because there's really no big games, and of course the character's slightly been retired now, right? I mean, there's a new protagonist in there. So if you're going to do a character like that, I think Phoenix Wright would make a lot more sense. I mean, that's kind of in the same vein, I feel, and that character is also, of course, heavily been rumored. Professor Layton, I kind of see it as like a quasi, like a second party character or something like that. And I definitely don't see that character in Smash Brothers, like punching and kicking and, aerial moves and stuff like that. So it's a no for me, but yeah, of course, Sakurai could make anything work, so it could happen. Now, Sin and Punishment 3, of course, this leaker, if this is fake, then it's very easy to spot this because, it's very easy to say like something doesn't look really good or I don't know it, right? If you post a leak like this, you will probably Google stuff like this. So this probably isn't real just from reading that thing. And No More Heroes 3 information, of course, we got that little trailer, that little tease at the Game Awards. So seeing a little bit more about that and all those characters would be great. So I would love to see that. Button Kaito's new open world game with characters with wings that can fly, right? Turn-based with cards doesn't sound all that interesting to me. Now, a new Nintendo sports game, I actually do think it is the right time, kind of, because I think Ring Fit Adventure did really well, and Nintendo has to be looking to more, uses for that thing, but especially also just generally the Nintendo Switch family-friendly side, because of course, the Wii really made its mark with a family-friendly angle, so really hope that they cash in on that too. So I would actually love to see more swordplay. I totally love that. I still, every time that I have parties or get-togethers, the one game that we do play on Switch is 1-2 Switch. I actually am one of the few people that really loves that game. Really great visual presentation and just really fun mini games to play at a party. So Bayonetta 3 coming in 2020, I think that is a given. If it doesn't come in 2020, I'll be very disappointed. I just want to see gameplay of this thing. We've waited for way too long. Like, is this going to get cancelled or anything? It's super strange that we've not heard anything. And the information on Breath of the Wild 2, the idea that the world map is split open, everyone's kind of been rumoring that, like either it splits open or you play on the top of it and then in the underground. These are all ideas that I actually don't really like. What I would like for Breath of the Wild 2 is actually not in Hyrule at all, but just a different world completely, like a new overworld that has new grassy plains, but also new deserts and things like that. I mean, that's what a sequel should do. It shouldn't reuse the same overworld, especially if that is literally the game. Like the first game, like the overworld, that is the thing, the open world that you're selling. So if you do that again in the sequel that already uses like some of the same assets, animations, art style, and even sounds and stuff like that, I don't think that that'll be a very good success. So even if like it's super different, like it, the world map is split open and it looks completely different, I will still be disappointed because a lot of people are super familiar with that open world now. We just want to explore new things. That's why you make a sequel. So yeah, that would definitely make me a little bit disappointed. But the idea of new and more powerful bosses roaming the earth, that I think is really interesting. And of course, the idea of more dungeons, bigger dungeons, that's going to make fans very happy too. So all in all, a lot of information here that I like, but also some stuff that makes this really sketchy, but it's always very interesting to think about. And of course, a Nintendo Direct is long overdue. I feel like, especially with no information at Game Awards, they really have to win us back this time. So that fifth fighter has to be really great, like universally. And also, we really need to know if there are like sequels to games coming, like Pikmin or Mario or even a new Kirby game. Let me know, because I'm totally going crazy here. So I'd love to hear if you guys have any thoughts on this. Like if you comment down below, that could actually be featured in our next video. And today's comment question is, do you believe this Nintendo Direct leak? Let me know down below, because yeah, I could actually read it out loud in our next video. As for a previous comment question, our answer comes to us from Screaming Phoenix, saying, Smash Bros. Ultimate was released in December. December is the 12th month in the year, despite that the Latin roots of the word being 10th month. This is because when Julius Caesar readapted the calendar, he added July and August, naming after himself and his son Augustus. Augustus is the first kid to be eliminated from Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. Chocolate is made out of cocoa beans, which are farmed mainly in the African country of Ghana. Ghana sounds like gonorrhea. Gonorrhea has Rhea in it, like Rhea Perlman, who played Matilda's mother in Matilda, which, like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, was adapted from a book written by Roald Dahl. Matilda was played by Mara Wilson. Wilson is the name given to a volleyball in Castaway. Castaway stars Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks' first lead roles was a Christian propaganda film called Mazes and Monsters, based on hysteria surrounding Dungeons and Dragons. Dragon's Quest is confirmed for Smash. Dungeons and Dragons, how didn't we see that a year ago? Well, Screaming Phoenix, I really love this comment. This is one of my favorite comments of all time. So if you hit me up right now, I will definitely give you something very special, right? We're doing a little bit of giveaway love here because I just think that this comment is very special. So send me a message and we will get this sorted. Thank you so much, and everyone, for sending in your comments. These are always so much fun to read through. And of course, a huge shout out to our latest Patreon supporters and everyone who donated in our latest live stream. You guys rock. You guys make this possible for me on a daily basis, and I can't thank you enough. So if you want to have some crazy cool rewards or decide what video I make next, go to patreon.com/blockedcontent, because there's a bunch of incredible rewards there and they're waiting just for you. And remember, if you're not yet a member of the Blocked Content family, just click that subscribe button. It's that easy, and ring the bell for notifications. So subscribe right now if you hear this. And thank you guys so much for watching, because I'll just see you around the corner where there's always more Blocked Content. See ya.